Ladies, welcome. My name's Mary and this is my channel, Miss Mary Makes. Now I'm doing a pre-recorded live for Junk Journal Creative Swap in Oz for the month of June. We are going to be making a little Happy Mail folio. And this is it. It is so easy. And I did not come up with this idea. And this is all we're doing. I will link the creator and her channel down below for you to have a look at later on. But all we need is one piece of 8.5 by 11 or an A4. I purchased mine from Kmart, so they are a bit smaller. They are 8.5 by 11. But this is all we need, and your little embellishments. So let's go ahead and create this little one. So first of all, we need to obtain our cutting implement. Now, if you don't have a cutter, you can use a ruler and a knife. And all we're doing, that is your A4. Turn it on its side. And go to your 5.5. And cut straight down the middle. So you will end up with two pieces in half. And the good thing about this, we'll put this away for now. The good thing about this is it fits into a normal sized envelope, because what it measures when it is constructed is 4.25 by 5.5. That is it. And you don't need to make them thick. They're just diverting away from what I was doing. You just add little stickers. You can put an ATC in this one, or die cuts like I've got. And on here you can actually create a little notepad, a little piece of paper, and saying what it's for. So back to where we were. So our first piece, we'll get all the scoring out the road. Take your first piece horizontal into your scoreboard, or if you don't have a scoreboard, mark 2 inches and just score down like so. And that's all the scoring. I'll put that to the side. That's all the scoring we're going to be doing. And then you just fold it over like so. Now, once you get to this, we'll then take this side and we fold it just shy of that score line. I'll just bring you down a little bit. See how I've just folded it just shy of that score line. And then we just score it, and we will need our cutter again. So this is what you will have. I'll put you back out again. Then you take your scoreboard or your ruler and knife. And we're going to be cutting away the right hand side. So you just put that into your cutter or trimmer and cut. But don't throw that away, because we will be using it. Put that away for the moment. So this is what you're left with, is this. Now, because I do need a new cutting blade for my trimmer, I'm just going to get I've got the sandpaper, and I'm just going to sand those rough edges. With your first piece, all you're going to do is just fold it over, line it up, and burnish down. That is all you're going to do. That is all the scoring that is involved. That is your base. This piece here will actually go in, but we've got a bit more to do before we do that. But that goes in there like that. Now, with this piece, how I've done it. Now, it's up to you how big you want these, or how wide you want these. I've just put a mark here, and I'll just cut this off. Now, this is one of the easiest little Happy Mail folios that I've come across, and you can sit down in an afternoon and you can make a few of these. I'll need that again. Now, I've added, this piece ended up being 3 1/4 by 4 1/8. But all I do now, I just mark it. I've done it at 2 3/4. Cut it. That's all. That is all we need for the base at the moment. And these will just sit in here like that. And that's all there is. But we'll keep going. So on this piece, you can do one or two things. You can leave it like this, or as I've shown here, I've covered mine. So the choice is yours. For the sake of the demonstration, I won't be covering mine. I'll just do a base cover. You can do it later on if you choose to. But no, let's go. Let's cover it. So I picked up this paper at Choice, my local cheap shop, and we'll just pick a paper pad because we'll be able to do it. And we'll pick something different, something nice and bright and cheery. Actually, I like the blue, so I might go with the blue. Sorry about the noise, guys. Now, because we have this piece here, I'm just going to measure it. So, as you know, we done it 2 inches. So you don't need, if you wish to go to the edge, you can, but I'd like to go a little bit, probably about 1 3/4, 1 7/8. And the length of it, as we know, is 5 1/2. So I'll probably go 5 3/8, but it depends on what you wish to do. So I hope everybody will be able to follow along with this. Yeah, I'll do 1 3/4. By 5 3/8. Now you can ink around all these edges if you so choose to. There is no theme for this one. You do it in whatever style you want. and then that will sit there like so. So we'll see if my glue will work today. And it's not going to play the game. So the reason, I will tell you now, ladies, as I said, we're doing, there you go, we're going to do anything, and we're only going to be, we'll make 2, because they're so quick and easy. But the main part of this is you don't, and then we're just going to do it like so. And that's all you need to do. Now you can go ahead and cover all of it if you choose to, but on this one I'm not. And this is going to become a pocket. So how we're going to attach it is down here, your top, and your bottom, and then along just before that fold line. That is all we're going to need to do. Now when you do it, I fold it over and I just sit it up a little bit like so. So you're not on, you're just before that score line that you made. And then you just press down. I just open it up, use my bone folder. And there you have your little side pocket, like so. And just give it another good burnish, like so. Now these ones are the same. Because I still have some leftover pieces, we'll see if these will fit. Perfect. And now I have misplaced my ruler. So the ones I've done, these are roughly 1 3/4. So I'll just come shy of that. And this is about 4 1/4, so I'll just come before that. So I hope everybody is enjoying the sewing journal part of it. I'd like to thank all the members that have put their time into, we'll try that. No, lucky I did it that way. I will have to trim. I am, oh sorry, I've lost my train of thought. I'm happy that we have members that have stepped up and doing the sewing journal. And what I've seen come through so far has absolutely been gorgeous. And I appreciate the members that do that. I also I'll go 1 3/4. I also thank Rachel Ashby too, because that mini journal folio that we completed over the last few months has been absolutely awesome. And that's got to come down again. No, we'll go over the top. So sorry. So we the little mini journal was so good. Thank you, Rachel. I enjoyed doing that one. Cold winter mornings. So I do hope everybody has a go at doing these, because they're so quick and easy. And as I said, all you need, your supplies, is 1 sheet of A4 that you cut in half. So we'll just glue that on there. Now, also, I will just have to snip the ends. Also, another way we could, that you could do this as well, if you choose to, grab your hole punch and just do your divot, like so. And that's another way as well. Now these create your pockets. When I can get the glue to work. And I do hope it's not too cold where you are. So we just glue 3 sides. We bring back our folder. Now I'm going to put this one on the bottom, but I'm not putting it all the way to the bottom. Just leaving a little bit of a gap, and I'm not putting it up against the fold either. So there's one. And the second one, I'll do it a bit different. I'll glue this. So with these, the choice is up to you how you wish to decorate them. Whether your style is vintage, whether it's you want to do a sewing one, it's up to you how you would like to decorate them. But as I said, bearing in mind, do not go overboard on the decoration. You don't wish to make them thick. It's only to hold a little bit of the ephemera, your little stickers and little bits and pieces that you want to send. And also bearing in mind that this can be changed to suit. You could actually cut a 12 by 12 in half and do a bigger one. You can make this any size because it is pretty, you know, it's so easy to make. So the other one I'm just going to sit there because I will be putting stickers in mine. So that's virtually it. And the little piece that we had left over, I might attach another piece. And I can put an ATC in it. I can fold up a little envelope to do it. You can leave it blank. You can decorate. You can put scrapbook paper on it. But I do like the idea of just putting scrapbook paper on the pockets. I'll cut this one down. And I'll put a notch in this one as well. So this way you've used up that little piece we cut off. You've used up every bit of it. There is no wastage in this by just using one piece of A4 paper. That's all you need to do. And you can also use double, you just put that there. And you can put something in there as well. Now you can go round like I did here and round the corners on all of them. Down the bottom here, I've done it on this one. And on here. So you can round those corners if you choose. You can ink them if you choose as well. But I'm going to leave this plain because I'll probably put a die cut or something on the front of mine. Like you could even just put a little bird if you choose to. But that is how easy it is, guys. So Oh, once again, there's something to put your stickers in. Little tickets, little tags. And the same with here. In this one here, I've just used die cuts. You can put little words in there as well. You can put words. It is only limited to your imagination. That would have to be cut smaller. That's not one of my... See, that's an ATC size. So there's 2.5 by 3.5 is an ATC, so that can go in there as well. You can write a note over the top. You can use double-sided paper if you so choose. But this is all, we're going to be making 2. And that is all you need to do. So I do hope, once I put the event up in the group, you do jump on and have a go. They are so quick and easy. And as I always say, it's not my idea. I will link the creator and her video below, so you can go and watch her video. But if you do have any questions, please message me and I will help you as best I can. And I look forward to seeing what you create. So have a good weekend, everybody, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.